Okay, it is Monday morning. It is actually Monday 30th of December 2024, so we're nearly there into the new year. It's currently 7:31 in the morning, also known as a little bit early, and this is the day in the life, well, probably more like a week in the life of the Garmin Fenix 8. I'm just videoing. Do you want to be in the video?
No.
Oh no. And it's that early that little Amy's just got up to have her breakfast. Oh, you're making toast. Oh, she's making toast. Before she makes toast, just a quick update. We are at 100% charged, which means we're ready to go. Let's go. Oh, we're back at the beach. I do like being at the beach. But it's another grey, flat day here in the southeast of Englandshire. Okay, all video you see is going to be recorded using the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. And all audio you hear is going to be recorded using the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. I've got better at saying that. Internal audio only. Normally I'd use an external microphone, but not today. We know that the audio will be better when we use an external microphone. This just seems like a good opportunity to see what the onboard internal stuff is like, and gives me a chance to figure it all out properly before I head off to the Alps in a few days. Yes, another video of me talking about going to the Alps and not actually being in the Alps. So the plan for this little, be careful not to spill my coffee, this little watch test is just use it normal every day. This is part one. There's going to be a two-parter to this. This is part one. So I will try and get out for a walk minimum once a day, usually twice if we can. Most of us spend a lot of time sat behind our desks now. I'll use it to track all my workouts, all the other usual bits and pieces, and I will check in with you as we go. Now I'm going to throw my hat into the ring even though I'm not wearing it. I'm going to say 7 days. Like I said a minute ago, it's Monday. 7 days time I'm going to be charging this watch back up. Will it do it? Let's find out. Okay, so we should probably talk about how I've got this watch set up and so that we can get a better understanding of how the battery, power supply and connections and all that kind of stuff is being used. Alright, so first of all, when I am at home, in the gym, in the bat cave, in the house, it is connected to the Wi-Fi. That's always on. Also the Bluetooth side of things, whenever I've got my phone with me, that is also connected straight through, so there will be a little bit of a power drain or power draw from that point of view. Likewise, if I'm out running or anything like that, I'll have my AirPods connected to the watch. So again, playing music and using the old Spotify's and that kind of thing. The only time it's not connected to Wi-Fi and or my phone is when I'm not at home or in the gym or in the office. And when it's not connected to my phone, if I'm out for a run in the local area, I don't take my phone with me. I don't go far enough to need that kind of emergency side of things. I think I'm pretty capable of flagging down somebody on a mobility scooter to give me a lift back. Next up, the display. The always on display is always on. I'm just trying to flip it over carefully now. However, the always on display currently, when I flip my wrist up, that's what it looks like. Will that change in a second? But when the wrist is down, the time is still showing. Let me show you there. Hopefully you can see that all right. And if I do that, it lights up. So always on display is always on. However, the display dims down, shuts down a little bit when the wrist is down. Now, I've also got sleep setting switched on. So at a certain point in the evening, the watch shuts off or the display shuts off. I don't get any notifications or anything like that, which is great. And then at a certain time the following morning, everything fires back up as normal. So I have a little sleep schedule because I wear my watch overnight to track sleep and all that kind of stuff. I just don't want the thing buzzing at me with messages and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I've got that set. Okay, day 2, battery update, 86% left. I don't want this to turn into a how long will the battery last thing, but I'll give you a battery update each day because it's kind of important to how these things work. Hopefully the audio's not too bad. It's pretty windy and I've got no things on here. So there we go, day one. I'll give you a recap of exactly how I used it, and also why is there two parts to this video. Well, let's head back home, grab a coffee, jump in the back cave, and I'll talk you through it. See you in a minute. Sorry about that, I suddenly forgot. Is it even a vlog if you don't do the slow motion coffee thing? So yeah, that's that bit done. Okay, to answer the question then, why is this a two-parter? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is a sports activity tracking watch, so we should be doing sports and activities and tracking them with it. So that's what I'm going to do in 6 days' time. Yes, I'm going to bang on about this again. In 6 days' time, I'm off to the Alps. Little snowboarding trip combined with a bit of work and doing some of this as well. I am going to put this thing to the test. This is part one, at home, in the back cave, in the gym, in the house, usual regular training stuff. How does it handle it in the real world? Part two, out in the Alps, doing some action sports activity stuff. How does it handle it out there in a more extreme environment? Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss out. That'll be an interesting test. So recap on day one usage then was pretty straightforward stuff. Around about 90 minutes worth of GPS tracking. Zoe and I went out twice, that's what we'd normally do. Just over an hour's worth of workout tracking as well in the gym. So again, normal stuff, the usual notifications pinging through and all that kind of thing. But that actually got me thinking last night. When I was using my Apple Watch, which I've still got here, the Ultra 2, as good as it is as a smartwatch for receiving notifications and then being able to reply to notifications, towards the end of it I started to switch all of that lot off because, well, replying to something, as much as I could do it, it was a faff because the screen's very small and my podgy pointers, like old man eyesight, seeing all the things you've got to zoom in, is like, tell me I'm not wrong here. This is real world problems, right? I'm old, I can't see what I'm doing. So I just stopped bothering with replying to it, and I just used my phone for replying to messages and that kind of stuff, and clients and all that. And then when I realised I wasn't using it for that, I was like, well, why have I got this buzzing on my wrist? If like in the evening, if Zoe and I are spending some time together, having dinner or whatever it is, I don't want to keep being interrupted, and I put my phone in a different room and the watch would keep buzzing. So I just switched it off. So I stopped using all that kind of stuff. And I've currently got it switched on here. Well, because I wanted to test it and see what it's like. But it is now starting to become a bit of an annoyance. So I think I'm going to end up doing the same thing. I'm just going to be switching that off. If a notification comes through, I'll see it or hear it on my phone. That's what it's for. And if I don't want to see or hear it, I just silence my phone, put it on do not disturb, that kind of thing. So just keep that in mind. As good as it is to have that on your wrist, does it become a little bit intrusive? Like, I think that's a really good question to ask. Is having all of this information available to us all of the time intrusive and stop us from living in the moment? It's just something to think about. Certainly something I'm thinking about. This is going to be a really boring update. It's January 1st, 2025, also known as New Year's Day. Now, I know it's not that when you're watching it, but as of me filming this right now, it's January 1st, 2025. In fact, we're pretty much 3/4 of the way through January 1st, 2025. And it's pouring with rain outside. Zoe and I, we may or may not, I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny if we woke up this morning with ever so slightly fuzzy heads, what with New Year's Eve, New Year's Day and all that kind of stuff. But the weather and celebrations mean activity levels have been minimal today. I haven't even clocked 2,000 steps yet, and it is 4:30 in the afternoon. That's the update. Let me give you a quick battery feedback. We're at 72%. Okay, I'm going to go and cancel out the rest of today. I'll see you tomorrow, which for me is going to be in a few hours, but for you is going to be in the click of my fingers. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are rapidly approaching the end of day 4. It is currently 47 minutes past 4 p.m. in the afternoon. and I've just been flat out mad busy. However, it has been a much more productive, a much better day. This thing's been working overtime. So what's happened today? Zoe and I went out for a walk this morning, went to grab some coffee, which was nice. I made her go for a run at lunchtime, which she wasn't too happy about, but I made her do it anyway. I didn't make her do it. I just asked if she would, and she said yes, she would, because she's nice like that. She's about to jump in the gym in a bit with one of her friends. They got a weightlifting session to do. I've been stuck in here in the bat cave all day. As you can imagine, it is the beginning of January, which means it is mad busy for a nutrition and personal training coach like myself, which means this thing has been buzzing off my wrist like mad, which brings me back onto the thing that I was talking to you about the other day, or in your case a few minutes back. The notification side of things is becoming an annoyance. I think I'm going to switch them off. Today has just been message, email, phone call, all this kind of stuff going on. This thing's buzzing off my wrist. I've got this thing buzzing on my desk, and I'm on a call with a client. So yeah, just put some consideration into the type of notifications that you maybe want to have popping up on your wrist, if in fact you want to have them at all. So that's just something to think about. Okay, battery update then. We are at, it is now 16:48 in the afternoon. Hopefully you can see that all right on there. And we have 60% left. This is day 4. Not even halfway through the battery yet. 60%. Whew. See you tomorrow. We're back at the beach. We like the beach.
Love the beach.
Coffee's in hand. It's flipping freezing. Do you know what day it is today?
No.
It's day 5.
Okay, I thought it was Friday. Is it Friday?
It is Friday, but it's also day 5. Therefore, it's Friday, day 5. So we're at the beach. I'm going to show you something. We've not seen this for a little while. Zoe's actually going to be taking a photo of it very quickly. Morning. She loves a beach photo, don't you?
I love it, yeah.
Loves beach photo. This is what she's taking a photograph of. Look at that. We've not seen this for a little while down here on the southeast of Englandshire coastland, where it's flat and normally grey and raining. But it's not today, which is ace. Alright then, let's check up on the old battery. Mistakes on the watch. Let me just put that coffee down. I've really not thought this through. Zoe, I need your help. I've not thought this through. The viewers are going to get upset because I'm taking too long.
No, I'm trying to look.
Yeah, can you hold that for me?
Oh, look at the sky. Look, there's these 3 bits.
Oh. We'll get onto the watch in a minute. You just have to put up with Zoe getting photos of the sky.
Oh.
David Bailey. iPhone photography at its very finest.
Oh look, there's little bits there over there.
Yes, I know.
Wow.
Hold this because they want to know how much petrol's left in the watch. Oh no. I come out of that. Oh no, wait. I'll edit this bit out. Resume later. Right. 55%. Hopefully you can see that all right. 55. Day 5. 50. We're not even halfway through on the petrol yet. Right, ace. Sunrise. Zoe taking another photo of the sunrise. This is number 4.
Okay.
How long have you owned your Apple Watch? Had an Apple Watch? Have you had one since the start?
Yeah.
Since the Series 1?
Yeah.
Do you have the notifications turned on?
Yeah, some of them.
So which ones do you have on and which ones do you not have on?
Text messages and WhatsApp. Oh, like iMessages and Monzo, so I know when you're spending money out the bank account.
I'll have to stop doing that. So instant messaging's the only things you've got switched on?
Yes.
Not emails, not...
No.
Nothing like that?
No.
Okay. Because I was just saying yesterday that I've got every single notification switched on my watch at the moment. I just find it a little bit intrusive. Just annoying.
I'm in a lot of work meetings, and so I don't want my wrist buzzing all the time.
Yeah.
It's a distraction.
So I guess that's a good thing about these watches, is you can modify them to suit you for your needs. And I think I'm definitely gonna switch some of these off once I've finished this battery test. But for the moment, I'm just gonna leave them all on because that's what we've got to do, because I'm halfway in. 5 days. I've got another 5 days of this thing pinging on my wrist all the time. Here we go then. Full sunrise over the English Channel. And if that doesn't sound fancy, posh and glamorous, well, I don't know what does. Look at that. We've got our little British beach huts, all with padlocks on. Safety first, zero crime around here. That sun is just coming up over that horizon. We could literally be anywhere. This almost looks a little bit, Zoe, like on the west coast of Florida, looking out over the Gulf of Mexico, which obviously would be a sunset because we'd be the wrong way round. But if I hadn't said that was the English Channel, you'd never have known, would you?
No.
Are you concentrating? Are you concentrating?
Yeah, I am.
That's very lovely. I think you should do a little side segment called Photo Tips with Zoe. Everything in full auto, because that's the best way. Still coming up. That's mega. I won't show you the bit behind. It's not as glamorous. Nope. Let's carry on looking this way, it's better. If you're enjoying this video, you're getting something from it, you're finding it useful, or maybe you're just enjoying hanging out for the chat, then that's all good. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button for me as well. That way you won't miss out on part 2. Part 2 you're going to want to stick around for, so give that little button a click. Alright, let's jump straight back into it. Well, good morning. It is day 7. Yes, 7 of this who knows how long day in the life of the Garmin Fenix 8. Right, currently we are at 31%. Hopefully you can see that alright. It's 27 minutes past 9 on a Sunday morning, like I said, day 7. And I know what you're thinking, Tim. What happened to day 6? Well, nothing happened to day 6, which is literally why I didn't film anything, because it was a normal day and nothing exciting happened. We had the crew round for Saturday morning training session in here in the gym. Do that every Saturday, that's good. And then we went for a walk. That was it. Worked. Nothing exciting. It's just going to get a bit boring if I keep checking in going, hi, it's day whatever it is, here's the battery. It's more about that. So what's the plan today? Well, first of all, let me get the gym heater on. Sunday morning, normally Zoe and I would be going for a run, nice low level, nothing crazy, but let me show you why we're not. Hood up, because the weather is awful. It's raining, it's windy, it's not super cold. Apparently the whole country's supposed to be locked down with snow this weekend, but as you can see, no snow here on the southeast coast of Englandshire, where it's always flat and rains. So yeah, we're supposed to be going for a run, but we're not. So instead, we're going to be in here. Get these lights back on. I'm going to do a little low level, easy CV session over there, bike treadmill. Flipping and flopping over on those two, no problem at all. What I am going to do, I was going to take you with us for the run this morning because I wanted to kind of go through some GPS workout tracking bits and pieces on here. Obviously I can't do that, but what I will do, hopefully when if it dries up a little bit, I want to show you how improved I think the GPS connection is. Like it feels much faster than it did on my Fenix 7, and that's a good thing. So I'm going to try and click that and show you that in a bit. But before that, coffee, workout, breakfast, and then we'll see what else happens today. Okay, we're cruising in towards the end of day 7, and apologies if it's a bit dark, but the light's very bad, and this is the first opportunity we've had to get outside. Yes, Zoe's behind the camera, she's pressing the buttons and pointing things. Right, the plan is, Zoe's going to zoom in on my watch. Don't get too close because I want that. Can you see that all right? If I do that, is that better? Right. I want to show you how fast the GPS connects when I hit the go button. We're going. Look at that. That was rapid. That was rapid. Okay, we're heading off for a walk. See you in a minute. Right, we've just been talking about something. We've been talking about smartwatches and fitness goals for 2025. It's the 5th of January for us right now, and we've been trying to work out some goals and what to do. And Zoe said that we need to get them written down, because if they're not written down, do they actually happen? And the fitness goal is, well, she said that she wasn't really sure what she wanted to do, but then you mentioned about your Apple Watch, didn't you? What did you say about your Apple Watch?
I said I'm going to make sure that every month I achieve my activity challenge from the Apple Watch.
Close the rings?
Close. Well, yeah, sometimes they're different things. So it might be like my December one was I had to make sure I hit my stand ring 22 out of the 31 days.
So using the watch as a means to keep you active at points where possibly you may not be as active as possible, is that right?
Yeah.
So there
my
we go.
January one is, I think it's 12 days of doing exercise for 57 minutes.
12 days, 57 minutes minimum?
Yeah.
Oh, well that's good. Oh, well, there you go. So there you go, smartwatches. Use them as a means to encourage you to literally get up off the sofa and do activity. Or do a little bit more than you would do normally. So that's a bonus. Both the Garmin and the Apple Watch, doesn't matter which, they'll both do that. Nice work. Right, the weather's turning worse. See you in a minute. Okay, we've just got home. Now, I know everything's very bright that you're seeing at the minute. It is in fact incredibly dark where we are, but it's okay. I've turned on super night mode, so everything looks great. This camera, honestly, is just outstanding, the things it can do and the multiple uses you can use it for. So why am I wandering around the house? Right, it's very simple. I want to show you something. I'm going to point you, in a second, just a second, I'm going to point you at the watch, and you're going to see how fast it reacts to what I'm doing. So, pointing at the watch, stopping, paused, so auto pause, walking, restarted. So what was that, 3 to 5 seconds, and then it stopped, and then maybe 5 meters when it started back up again. Gonna take it on a run tomorrow morning, give you some more examples of what it can do. My workout tracking screens are standard. I have not customized them, not for this bit. No, I'm gonna do that next time around. All right, I'll see you in the morning. It is day 8, and this video is becoming a lot longer than I thought it was going to, and we need to hurry this up a little bit. Not much has happened today. The plan this morning was to take you with me out on a run first thing, but the weather put paid to that. It was chucking it down with rain and blowing a gale, so I ended up in the gym for a nice easy CV session. We are currently at, though, 17% battery left, and you can see the battery indicator on the bottom of the screen has got a little red bit on it, so that's obviously telling us that we're starting to run a little bit low. Now, I suspect that this thing at some point will prompt me to click into a low power mode. I'm not going to do that. If it does that, I will ignore it and we'll just keep going until it dies. That is it for the update for today. 8 days in, still going strong, normal use. Let's check in tomorrow morning when Zoe and I go and get a coffee. See you then. All right. Right, good morning. It's day 9. This thing just isn't giving up now. Full confession, I know I said a moment ago for me last night that we were going to be going out for a walk, grabbing a coffee along the beach, but this morning it was very dark and the weather was not playing ball. This may surprise you. It was raining on the south coast of Englandshire. It's not now. It looks a lot better now. You can see out there. But no coffee and walk this morning. We might get out at lunchtime. Right, quick update there because this video is very long already. We're at 9% and I'm going to flash up on the screen now for you. It did click over and prompt me to switch into low power mode or power saving mode. I think it was called. I can't remember which one. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to run it until it's dead. Let's keep going. I'm now going to look up and see how long Garmin says this thing should last for in normal use. I think they've made a mistake. It needs to hurry up though, because I've got a bag to pack and need to get onto an aircraft and I don't want to be fiddling about with this on a laptop. Anyway, see you in a bit. Okay, we've just finished the final workout of day 9. Coming towards the end of day 9, I just wanted to touch base with you on this one. So we are currently at 4%. Multiple times now it's flashed up at me wanting me to flip it into power saving mode, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to run it to the end. I think day 9, this will be the last one that it makes it. I can't see it making it through till tomorrow morning. I mean, maybe there'll be a little bit left, but I'm not so sure. What I have done though, because I wanted to just double check this for my own curiosity more than anything else, is I looked up on the Garmin website battery life. Now remember, this is the Fenix 8, the 47mm with the AMOLED display. It says here battery life up to 16 days. Then in brackets it says smartwatch mode 7 days with always on. So the always on display is always on. Well, I've had mine in smartwatch mode, I guess, because it's been connected to my phone the whole time, everything going backwards and forwards. And I have my display, I have the always on display set to always on. That's tricky to say. And we're at 9 days. So Garmin, you've underestimated the capabilities of the petrol that you've put in this thing, which is good because I'd much rather you underestimated it. Can you imagine how disappointed we'd be if it said you get 9 days and all we were getting was 7? There would be some uproar. Can you imagine? The internet would just literally explode with fury. Don't forget, like I said right at the beginning of this as well, I'm using the DJI Action 5 Pro with the on-board, the built-in audio exclusively for this entire video, and I think it's done ace. Like, it's done really, really well. I've got some more videos coming up on that. I'm going to be putting this to the test. I've got some accessories that I've been sent to, so if you're looking for accessories for your action camera, it doesn't have to be DJI, it could be GoPro, your Insta360, your Osmo Pocket 3, or even your mobile phone. You can check out the link below. I've also got a 10% discount for you as well at checkout, so use my code, that's linked down below as well. This camera is pretty sick and I'm looking forward to testing some accessories with it and sharing that with you as well. So there we go then. A week in the life of the Garmin Fenix 8. How long did the battery last? How good is it? Or not? I actually think it is very good. Stick around, part 2 is coming up very soon. I'm going to be putting this to test in a bit more of an extreme environment. And as ever, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.